can talk about him breaking his back.
All right.
Oh, and we can also talk about me nearly breaking an old man's back as well.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Which one's first? So you pick.
A lot of stuff. I mean, dude, the breaking my back is super easy, right? I just fell. It's not that big of a deal. It's like a thing on a bike.
Fell.
On a bike, it's called like you like grind, right? So I got like pegs on my bike. So I got like 2 here and 2 here, and you like hop up onto things and you slot them on, right? And there's like a down ledge at the skate park up the road, and it's like I would say like 3.5 feet tall, pretty big. It's very big, and I hopped onto it, and I've been learning how to do it. It's all good, but I missed my back pegs, and my bike flipped up, and I was like, including the height of the bike and the pegs, I was probably about 5 feet in the air, and I just 5 feet to fucking ground on my back, and I was winded. And all the kids at the skate park were scared because when you get winded, you like can't breathe, so it's like you fucked up. So I'm like, oh, on the ground, right? Like I'm real fucked
like
up.
This fucking turtle.
Yeah, this is what it sounded like. I was like that on the ground, and my brother like rushed over, right? Because he's dealt with this a lot. And he's like, all right, you got to lay down on your back, and you got to put your arms above your head like this, right? So it opens up your diaphragm.
Opens up,
And I'm like, all right, sick. And I do the complete opposite. I just curl up into like a little shrimp man. I'm like this, and I'm on the ground like, like they can't breathe for shit. And he's like ripping my hands up, trying to get my arms above my head. I'm like curling. I'm like this on the ground. I'm like a little shrimp. I was fucked up. And then I got up and I did it again so I wouldn't be scared of it. And then I went home, and then I woke up the next day and I was like, man.
Did you fall again?
My ribs. No, my ribs are just fucked. I can't do anything. So I can't ride my bike because I can like barely walk. So I'm really fucked up. But this kind of leads to me nearly beating the shit out of an old man. I was fucking on the bus, and I had to like stretch my ribs in my back because I was on the bus for like 20 minutes to the train station, and my back was hurting. So I get up and I get my bag and I put it on, and I put my foot on the seat so I can like do a sweet stretch maneuver, right? Get my ribs stretched. And then he comes up to me and he's like, "You're a slob. You're a slob with mental problems."
Wait,
and
with
I was
mental
like,
problems?
Okay, I was like, number one, so specific. Like, why did you hit that one? Like, just that very specific thing. Like, you're a slob with mental problems. I was like, so I had my headphones on. So I took one off. I'm like, what are you talking about? Keep in mind, it's like 8:45 in the damn morning. I'm fucking so damn tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like yelling at me, like he's screaming in my fucking face. He's like, you wouldn't do that in your own house. And in my head, I'm like, yes, I definitely would do it in my own house. But in fact, I recall doing this in my own house, not even half an hour ago. But whatever. So then my train pulls up, and I try to move him. I'm like, can you move so I can get on my fucking train, please? And he's like getting in my face. He's like, no, you'll listen to me. So then there's something about him saying that in my face that like really got me. Like I was just made me super angry. So he's like yelling at me. And then I told him, I was like, shut up. You're just super mad because no one's going to show up to your funeral next week. Right?
Oh my
that was
God.
Fucked. That was way too far. Right? Like that was so fucked up. And he was really mad. And then he like hit me with his bag. Right? He had like a esky thing on his back. And he hit me with it. And then I was like ready to arc up. And then in my head, I was like, this dude is 80. Like, I can't.
Fight a fucking 80-year-old.
I can't stand up to a fucking 80-year-old, right? So then he's in my face, and then I just yelled that his breath stank, and I left. I'm like, your breath smells so bad. And then I walked out. And then this is the worst part, right? So I think in my head, well, man, thank God that's done. Then he reports me to the fucking train officers, the PSOs, like the people that walk around the train station to prevent people from getting bashed and stuff. He reports me to them, and he says that I like harassed him and threatened him and shit. So they get on the train and they're talking to me. They're like, what happened? And I was like, dude, I don't really know. All I know is that he was in my fucking face and I didn't hit him. So overall, like he came up positive, right? And then they were like all cool about it. They were like, yeah, whatever. Like he seems just like a grumpy idiot. So I was like, cool. And then I thought it was done. I was like, man, that's a sweet story that I got in my brain. Dude, I get on the train home and get on the bus home fucking
Oh, no.
6.5 hours later. Guess who's on the fucking bus? He's on the damn bus, bro. He's on it. And I
He's
get
just
on.
chilling on the bus.
and
That's just what he was
Dude,
waiting for you.
I think it is. I think he just lives on the damn bus. It's like a gremlin. It's like a troll. He like asks people riddles before they get on. What's black and white and red all over? If you get it wrong, he fucking kicks you off or some shit. He's
Hits you with his
crazy. He's a
bag.
crazy guy. Dude, so I walked past him and I had my headphones on and he said some shit to me. I didn't hear it. I just looked him in the eyes and I walked past him. And then I sat like 2 seats back from him and I put my damn feet on the seat because I was like, fuck this guy. And he was like yelling at me and I didn't listen to him. I was like, whatever. You're so damn old. And I've already said about the worst thing that I can possibly say to you. So I feel pretty bad about it. I'm just gonna let him go. Let him run it. And he didn't hit me with his bag again. And that was it. It was pretty fucked up though. It was an intense situation. As for 9:15 in the morning, bro, I'm not fucking here for that. Like
That sounds like way too much energy before 12 o'clock.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I got fucking Nujabes playing in my goddamn ears. The vibe contrast of that situation was so intense. I got fucking Model Soul playing in my ears. I'm like, man, I feel great right now. I got a coffee, and then I look up, and I'm getting hit with a bag. Like, it's ridiculous. Such a fucking vibe switch. It's absolutely insane. But dude,
Oh my
nothing.
God.
I didn't hit him, and I honestly like. He deserved to get hit in the fucking head. He deserved to have his dusty skull crumbled by my fucking fist, but he didn't get it.
Damn.
So, you know, it worked out. It was okay in the end. Intense morning though. For seriously, like
Very
fucking
intense.
super intense. And now, like, I feel like I'm kind of scared of him. I feel like he's weird enough to like shoot me or
Wait.
something. You know?
I hope not.
I feel like he's just that guy. Like, I feel like he's weird enough to like maybe not shoot me, but like maybe like pack a shovel or something and just hit me with
Just
it or something.
bonk
He
you really
probably has,
hard?
yeah. He is weird, man. And I feel like I'm gonna see him again because he's on the bus. all the
Dude, you
time,
already
so.
saw him twice in one
right
day.
in one day.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm looking out for him. I don't know, man. If I have to assert my dominance, I have to do something. I'm fucking pissed on his bus or something like that.
Oh my
weirdo.
God. Well,
But yeah,
that's
intense.
That's an experience. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
What was this yesterday? Was this 2 days ago?
This would have been, I want to say Thursday.
Okay.
So, 2 days ago. Because Friday
Jesus.
was chilling, man. I was just super tired. But yeah, it was intense. I don't understand it, man. I don't know. I feel like the old people are either like really awesome or like really shit, and there's no
Yeah.
in between.
Oh
right?
my God.
No, there is no in between.
So back when I first started at my job, I was like with another coworker, like shadowing to like learn or whatever, and we had to install some piece of hardware at like an old people's home.
Right.
So like we go in or whatever, we go to the closet or whatever we got to do, and on the way out, there's this old lady sitting there, and I guess it's like her birthday or something. She has like a little fucking like balloon crown on or something, and she just looks straight at me.
What?
Like it's like a like a little birthday like cardboard, or it was like a balloon hat or something, like a
Oh.
little celebrate,
Like a Burger King hat.
yeah, something like that.
Right. Burger Boys. All right. Yeah. I see.
And she looks directly at me, and she's like, "I love your people." I'm just like,
What the fuck?
I'm just like,
And you don't know if she's talking about IT people or black people.
yeah, and that's the thing, because the guy who was with me is a white dude, right? So it was we're both obviously IT, and then I'm a
Wow.
black guy, and he's a white dude, and she looks directly at me, and I'm just like,
I love your people.
thanks. So we leave, and then for some reason we had to come back, like for the job. We had to go back to the place and check some hardware or whatever, and then we come back out. And she's still there, same day, and she's
Okay.
like, I really love your people. I love what you look like and everything. Can I have a picture of you? And I'm just like,
What the
What?
fuck?
I'm just like, what? All right, there's a bunch to unpack here. One, I don't carry pictures of myself. Who does that? Two, even if I did, why would I give you one? I've never. And it's just, I was like,
Oh,
no,
man.
sorry, no.
Dude.
And then we just
Like a trading card.
Yeah, like what? No, I don't. I
What the
appreciate the
fuck?
sentiment. I mean, it's like it was such a weird thing because it's like, I mean, I think she's sincere and trying to be nice, but what's going on here? I'm leaving.
What was her ethnicity?
She was a white lady. She was an old white lady.
Yeah,
Like,
you definitely
yeah.
white.
Yeah, she's definitely an old white
because
lady.
I've had some Asian women come to me and say that, like,
The same thing.
first I had someone
Really strange.
I had someone come to me and say, "Are you half Asian?" This when I worked at that store, and I was
yeah.
like, "No, I'm black." There was two people who did that. One was a lady. She was like, "Yeah, because your eyes are kind of like," and I was like,
Did you have
Oh.
the Sasuke hair at that point? Because if so, I could see the fucking confusion.
I didn't. I didn't. I had the curly hair. So I was like, no,
I don't know,
I'm not.
man.
Well,
And
that's
then
you said
another
you're-
guy came in.
You said you're part Native American or so, right?
Yeah.
So like
not like half, but it's
Yeah.
it's in the blood.
yeah, I mean
though.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess you could see that depending on what I'm wearing or whatever,
Yeah.
or however my hair is. But some other dude came in. He was like, "Yo, have you heard of like the black Japanese people? Like they be
What?
on this island, and like you ever heard of them? Cause I swear you look like one of them. I thought you're one of those like black Japanese island people." And I was like, "No, I'm black.
No.
I never even heard of that. Never."
What
That's
the
wild.
fuck, dude?
Yeah. And that was
Never.
like
Dude.
that was within my first like week. Granted, that's not like who I work with. That's not like I'm gonna see that lady over and over again. But it was just like this was the first time working with that guy for my coworker. Like first time we were on a job together, and then that happened. And he was just like, does that happen often? I was like, no, but I mean I've been black my whole life, I guess. So I mean maybe in the back of other old people's heads.
My assumption is that generation, right? There's a lot of people who were just raised racist,
Yeah.
right? So I think in my head, what makes like sense of that situation is like she was raised in a way to where like different races are like different people,
Yeah.
right? And maybe she was raised to view black people as less than, and now she's realized that was wrong. So now
Yeah.
she's trying to view black people as like something she really likes, right? But
Yeah.
she can't break like the segmenting in her brain of like that's a different, like, you know, like people who aren't racist now would generally just view a person as like a person, right? Like they
Yeah.
wouldn't. There's no like hierarchy of. There's not like a race tier list. They're just people, right? Whereas I think if you were raised of that generation, where it's like that segmentation is like inbuilt into your brain, dude, I think that she's just fucking trying to rewire some shit. You know?
Yeah.
She's just trying to not be racist. I respect
Yeah,
it,
I mean,
kinda.
there was
kind
it
of
didn't-
weird though.
It was very weird, but there was no like it. I didn't feel any like negative intent behind it, like sarcasm or anything. It was just like, yeah, like that. I think it was just like she learned that's we're all just people. And it seemed like it was a
Weird, man.
very recent thing because I mean it was shortly, you know, Black Lives Matter was just recently happening. Like this was back in like October.
Right.
So like it was
Right.
out there, that whole thing. So she probably had been seeing all this stuff and was like, oh my God, I want to support and I love your people. And it was just like I was like, all right, well, this is
I
That's
love what
happening.
you look like, dude. That is intense. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? That's fucked up.
It was
God,
wild.
fuck that. Because even if it's not like flat out racism, it's still like, hey, you're different, and here's a gigantic sign that says you're different. That's fucked
yeah.
up, dude. That's weird. That is a
It was
weird
very-
situation to be in.
It was very strange, to say the least. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
weird.
I hope I never have to come back to this place. Very weird. It's very weird.
That's fucking intense. For sure.
Yeah. Well, on the somewhat
dude.
What?
Before we move on, I
Yeah, what?
think I interacted with a groomer at my job once.
Oh wow.
So all
A
right.
groomer.
So maybe I'm a little boomer here. I've heard the word, I've seen it typed on Twitter, but I don't think I know exactly what a groomer is. Is
So,
that
like-
somebody that is a pedophile? That's what it sounds
so,
like.
but like
Yeah.
they like
Yeah.
prepare, I guess. Like that was like kind of like they'll show interest and like be somewhat sexual with someone who's underage, and then say like, you know, they'll like wait until they're 18 or whatever, if that makes sense.
Oh, so you like
So
basically do everything before being a pedophile and then wait until they're 18.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's gross.
This old guy who was apparently a veteran, old white guy, would come in, and he seemed like a pretty nice dude at first. He would talk to me when checking things out, and eventually he was coming in like every day for a week, and he kept asking me questions and shit, like, you know, like, what do you do for fun? And I was just like, I thought it was casual conversation. I was like, oh, I like to play video games and shit. Like, you know, he was asking me what kind of games I like. And I'm like, it didn't get really weird until he pulled out his phone and he was like, can I get a picture of you?
Oh no.
And I was like,
Dude,
no.
what
Yeah,
the
I was
fuck?
like, I didn't know what to say. And one of my friends from the kitchen had to call me to get him the fuck off. Because once, it's like, I think they were watching me. He pulled out his phone. He was getting ready to take a picture.
Oh no.
And somebody was like, yo, Mike, we need you in the kitchen. And I was like, they was like, yo, I saw that shit. Is that the guy you were talking about? That's fucking creepy. He never came back after that.
Oh my
Like,
god.
that was weird.
Dude, there are a lot of
That
just
was very
disgusting
weird.
people that exist. And like, well, why?
Yeah.
Why? Why
That was-
it's so nasty?
That was weird. Oh,
Just a bunch of
wait.
grossies.
I got another one that's
oh,
fucking weird.
no.
This is on the way to work. I was on a train, and it was an older black dude sitting. I was standing up, and he was sitting on the other side, and I'm listening to music. He's staring at me like for like a full 20 minutes, and I hate when people stare at me. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate that too.
And
I hate
then
it so
like
much.
when I'm standing by the door because my stop is next, he looks at me, and he goes, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, he's like, "You gay?" And I'm like, no, I'm not.
What?
No, why? Like, no, I'm not gay. He was like, how much you pay? And I'm like, wait, what? I'm sorry, what?
Welcome to New York,
He was-
baby.
He was like, oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought like, you know, I thought something else. I was like, okay, well, whatever. Like, what you thought? What you thought? Like, that was weird.
Oh.
That's a lot of questions, dude. There's a lot of questions after that need answers that you're never gonna get.
Yeah, I
That was
know.
That's
weird.
fucked up. That's
Never.
intense.
No answers to a lot of those questions. No answers to any of those questions, actually. Where is this? In Brooklyn?
Yeah, on a 3
Yeah.
train.
Yep. That's good old New York.